Hey guys, Tracy here, Kansas Garden Guy, Summer Pick Farms. Hey, just thought I'd do a little short video. We're going to try something different this week since I really don't have a whole lot going on, just a bunch of little stuff. Today we decided instead of going into the town that we live in here, we were going to do a farm stand on the farm. Was actually making this part of our farm stand because it's got storm windows, it's insulated, it's got a nice clear door in here. So what we did is we put our prices on a mirror here, some of them that's coming into our fall prices. And here's our table. So, and we'll do with some decorations here in a bit. This is how we usually set up at the farmer's market. Usually we have cucumber, squash, zucchini, watermelons, cantaloupes, slicer tomatoes, but we don't have those right now, so this is what we got left. So I've got plenty of okra left. We've got some radishes coming in now, so I've got some French breakfast radishes and some white icicles that I put in little packages of like 10 or 12. We've got, of course, the purple bueno mulata peppers that I always rave about. We've got habaneros, jalapenos, black cherry, large red cherry, green bells, some banana peppers. We've got some lemons, lemon tomatoes, a couple of them coming on. And we've got our little tomatoes here, which are Candylands, and these are cucamelons. If you guys have never tried a cucamelon, we've kind of sold them for a bag of $1 here. You can see they're about the size of a small grape. They kind of look like a little watermelon, like a little crimson sweet, but they taste like a cucumber. They've got a crunch to them like a cucumber. So we're going to try those for our salad mixes this year. But that's what our farm stand looks like. There's kind of the prices we have for our farm stand. As you can see, we are fairly cheap on a lot of stuff. We try to make a good value for what we give you. As for instance, those cherry tomatoes are $4 a pint. At the store, they're $3.99 a pint, and they're 5 ounces. These are $4 a pint, and they're almost a pound. So you're actually getting a way better deal here, almost twice as many cherry tomatoes as you would if you bought them from. A lot of them are half pints at the grocery store, also for the same price. So these equal out to be almost a pound. Like I said, we still have habaneros and jalapenos. I've actually not pulled all these because I'm saving some of these bueno mulata for seeds. And of course, we've got okra and all that. I just thought I'd just do a little quick little thing. My wife collects mason jars, so we have mason jars going back 100, 150 years that she collects different colors, different script styles. If you guys collect mason jars, you know what I'm talking about. But other than that, we kind of have, this is kind of our catch-all for our farmer's market coolers. We have a fan in here that runs full time. As you know, downstairs I have my grow station downstairs. Oh, well, let's take a tour down there real quick. That way you guys can see what I've got going on. I'll show you what we've got with the lettuce. As you guys can see, I've got some red Russian kale growing here under the grow lights. And before you ask, guys, these lights here are just 3,500 lumen cheap lights, LED lights from Menards. That's all they are. There's nothing fancy here in this grow rack. If you guys have watched my other videos, you know that. As you can see, the red Russian kale. What I'm waiting for is to get this stuff put in the hoop house. I've got some more harmony lettuce. I've got my my white onions, which I'm actually going to turn into walking onions or some lacinato kale growing here. It's pretty windy out here, so excuse me. But if you guys watch my other videos, you do know we've got the hoops bent for the house. So I went and got the hip boards and the base boards the other day and all the carriage bolts. So we need to, I've got some Thompson's water seal. I'm going to go ahead and stain those instead of painting them. That way I can keep the upkeep, keep them from rotting. We're going to get them put on, but that's not what we're talking about today. That'll be in another video. So, as you can see, everything's grown pretty phenomenal, guys. The peas, I'm not sure on yet. I may have planted them too late into the year. They really haven't done a whole lot. I mean, I know when I did the contender bush beans, they really didn't hit on for a while. I was hoping I'd get one good super harvest out of this before it froze. I think we got a month and a half before our freeze, so we may get something out of it. I harvested radishes today. You guys saw on the bags on the table. Excuse me. Icicle white and then French breakfast. And we've got the broccoli growing, and we've got some more. I've got cherry bells over here, and I've got some white icicle over here. As you guys can see, these white icicle radishes are starting to pop up, and they're 2 weeks after these. So we're gonna have radishes for a while. I went through and aerated the soil around all the beds to get some of the small weeds out. That's how I keep the weeds out. And also get some air to the roots. It's good for the plants that way. So we got our collard greens, of course. They're still popping up here. You guys noticed from our other video, I did white turnips, purple turnips, yellow beets, and red ace beets. So everything is starting to pop up. You can see the beets. You can look down the line and see the turnips. So it won't be long before we get some beets. The beets we've got going on over there look pretty decent. Hopefully these will be better off. I'm gonna go through and thin these out a little bit. I need to get some water on this here in a bit after I water those. But the other day, I planted kohlrabi and cabbage, so you guys can see remember I did the video on the sprinkler system here. So this is what it was for. So we've got, basically, I guess you want to call it white cabbage, which is just your standard run-of-the-mill, I call grocery store cabbage, the green and white cabbage. And then, of course, we got a double row of kohlrabi. Just white kohlrabi, or kohlrabi, or however you say it. But yeah, as you can see, we've got good germination of the beets and the turnips. So I'm kind of excited to see. I've never had turnips or beets, so I'm kind of excited to see what they taste like. A lot of people asked us for turnips and beets this year at our market, so we're going to try them this year and see what all the fuss is about. But the collard greens, hopefully those will take off, because I'm kind of interested in getting some collard greens this year too. But like I said, that's what we've got going on with the fall market. The last video I kind of shot around. We've got this flat area here. Like I said, we've got 5 acres, so I've got plenty. I've got probably about 3 acres of grass and stuff over here I could work on. It's a little hilly. All of it needs dirt work. Down here needs dirt work. And actually where we had the market garden this year needs dirt work. So we just haven't decided which way we're gonna go with dirt work yet. I'm thinking about taking this apple tree out. This apple tree's it's been hit by lightning a couple times. It's got some disease in it. As you can see, this is all the apples we've gotten on this tree this year. Usually this tree is packed full and we don't have anything on here. So it may just be a bad year, or this tree's come to an end. It's looking pretty scraggly. So I think I may end up just cutting this tree down and then putting some more beds out here. And then what we talked to, I've had to cut some dead limbs out that were broken and dead. So I think this thing's about on its way out. But anyway, like I said, just a short little tidbit of what we're doing today. I'm gonna get these stained today while we're waiting on the market stand for people to come in. And hopefully we get a good turnout. I put something on Facebook on our page, and we've had a lot of people respond to it. So hopefully we get some people to come out today and say hi to us, check out the farm, see what we're growing. I think that's the best way, guys, to show people what you're doing and how you're doing it, is to have like a farm stand on your actual farm, so people can actually see where you grow the food, where it comes from, meet your farmers. I think that's very important. Not a lot of people do that around here, at least in this part of the state. Hopefully that will change. So until then, guys, God bless, be careful, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, Tracy Kent's Garden Guy, Summer Pick Farms. What's going on? I thought I'd do a little picking video. Usually I don't do a lot of harvesting, show you guys what I'm doing. Maybe that's my bad. I always watch a lot of videos where they're always harvesting. It's kind of interesting to me what other people are doing in the Midwest or back east and stuff like that. But you guys did know that Saturday we had a farm stand here at the farm, and I put it on our Facebook page, posted it on my Facebook page, and we had a lot of interest that people were coming. One person showed up, wasn't even a friend of ours or family or anybody, just a neighbor that just happened to see us, and we made $6. 4 hours, made $6. So a lot of that produce, we had the tomatoes and stuff. I think we had 25 pounds of cherry tomatoes. We ended up packing them up. My wife took them to work today and gave them away to all the, I mean, it's, you know, we've had 50-degree nights here. I think last night was 55 degrees. So it won't be long now, and you know, it won't be long, and we'll be running out of this, and then we're gonna wish we had cherry tomatoes. I was kind of hoping, you know, tomatoes we'd get a lot of buyers, and apparently nobody's too interested in cherry tomatoes right now. But I think a lot of people think that they're just for salads, and I think that's where they get a mistake and they're wrong. People think they're just salad tomatoes, and they're not. As you can see, these are just large red cherries here that I'm picking, and man, these are the ones that, you know, we've got a 60-foot row here, and these are the ones that have been producing for us all year long, and I've got new blooms. It's weird how, you know, we can have 50-degree weather outside, and, you know, I'm still got blooms on my tomatoes still. When I've heard, you know, a lot of people that have bought some stuff from us this year said that their tomatoes didn't do very well at all, and they had a lot of issues with their tomatoes. So they didn't get a lot of fruit, didn't pick a lot of fruit. And I would tell you what kind of cherry tomatoes these are, but to be honest, I couldn't even tell you. I had the packet earlier this year. Usually I save the packets and I put it inside in a binder. So when I grow these seeds every year, and if they come out the way I like them, I'll know what to buy next year. Anything that's got any type of bug damage or splits or anything, I do not keep. We get so many cherry tomatoes here in the brink of harvest. I'd be overrun by them. I mean, sometimes we're picking on a weekly basis. You know, even now, I'm picking every 2 or 3 days, and we'll fill this tote up, and this is probably, I don't know, 3 gallons, 2 gallons, 3 gallons of tomatoes. By the time I'm done, look at this little guy. Haha. But look, I want to show you something else. Look at the blooms. We've got new blossoms on stuff, but look at this SOB. Look at him. Oh, and he's got his little girlfriend right there too. Look at those guys. Well, that's the 2 I see. I kill a lot, but so what we are gonna do is smash him dead. D-E-D. Dead. Big hornworm fan. I don't think anybody that grows tomatoes is a hornworm fan. I haven't met any anyway. But maybe there are. I don't know. Leave in the comments below what you guys do to hornworms. I smash them. I like the devastation. But I don't know if that just gives me satisfaction, or is that just my killing zombie side. I don't know. But I smashed them dead. So, but as you can see, I mean, look in here, guys. Look at all the cherries. We still have a ton of red cherries, and I don't know if this is a fly, but it will not leave me alone. I'm about ready to go crazy. But no, I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit of what we're doing here. See, guys, I almost filled this bucket up full. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave this here. I'll run down the road real quick, grab any habaneros that we may or may not have. Go ahead and get them picked. I still have left, I think I've got 15 plants probably. So I mean, a couple pounds a week when it's 50 degrees outside, I don't think that's too shabby. But as you guys can see, I mean, we're getting
good production off these. It's still, like I said, I have buyers for habaneros. So I've got a good buddy of mine. They don't watch our videos or nothing by any chance, but they buy usually all the habaneros I can give them in a week. I got a couple buddies. I got one buddy that dehydrates them and makes it into a powder, and then he uses it in recipes like chili powder, stuff like that, but he actually does it with habaneros, and he likes these West Indies red that I've been growing. So he usually buys a lot from us. Whatever I can give him usually. But as you can see, guys, these things are still producing well. And I'll pick them just a little bit unripe, and I'll let them finish what I call unripe. It's got a little bit of yellow still to them, like these, not completely red. Like some of these will be bright red. And I'll pick them a little bit on the yellow side. Well, my basket's getting full, so I guess I'm gonna have to resort to my wearable basket. See the orange compared to the red? That's what makes that a West Indies red habanero, where this is your standard habaneros, just like your Scotch bonnet's your orange. I don't think it makes, the flavor's different. The flavor profile's a little different. Like I said, it's a lot better. Sad to me that we're getting ready to run out of produce. But look at that. Let's look at the bell peppers, what we still got for bell peppers. I mean, we're still getting some good production on bell peppers. As you can see here, they're starting to fall over. They're so heavy, full of peppers. So we still got buds and blossoms on our bells. Banana peppers are starting to go on the wayside. This one here is starting to go on the wayside too. Jalapenos, I've picked the snot out of jalapenos the last 2 weeks for sales. So I'm gonna let these go for another 2-3 days. My Bueno Mulatas that you guys see, it's got that beautiful purple flower. If you guys can see that, oh, look how amazing that is. As you guys can see, it's starting to thin way down now. The leaves are falling off. So I've gotten some big pods here, and yes, you could eat that. What I'm doing is I'm gonna let these go to seed. I'm gonna let the pods just do what they want. I've got, I don't know, probably 2-3 gallon bags full of okra in the freezer right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let all these pods dry up, and then I'm gonna save the seeds for next year, because I really like a lot of these varieties of okra. Like these especially these jambalaya, these things produce like crazy. If you can look over here, some of these that I haven't, I mean, I'm still getting 3, 4, 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 pods on one plant. I mean, look how beautiful that is. Looks like cucumber beetles in there. Yeah, well, it's that time of year. I don't really care anymore. This stuff's starting to die out, so I'll just let whatever get whatever it wants to get. I may come through here and pick a handful just to make some fresh fried okra one of these nights, but I mean, look at that. These flowers are beautiful. Getting him a little bit of something. You can have it, buddy. So I think we're just gonna call the video at that for now. I'm gonna go ahead and post this. Keep an eye out this weekend. I've asked a bunch of my friends to come over and help us work on I think the 3rd or 4th installment into the high tunnel. I got all the wood for the hip boards and the baseboards. I got them stained. So they have been stained now for about 3 days, so they're good and dry. We got to put the purlins up, put the hip boards up, and then we can get the plastic on and then build the end walls, and I should be able to get some stuff planted. I hope so, because I've got like 300-400 heads of lettuce that need to go in that high tunnel now. Make sure you guys subscribe and like. If you know somebody that's into gardening, or somebody maybe in our area that's into gardening, let them know about my channel. I'd be interested in talking to people from all over the place. I've got a couple people that I talk to on here. I met a couple friends, and so it's always good to talk to people that like the same kind of interest. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you later. Bye.